A new look and a new attitude for the Viking Raiders, and it's freaking brilliant. And yes, we had a fake Ronda Rousey alert. I don't know. This is things you might have missed. And you know what, this week, I'll tell you what I missed. Roman effing Reigns. Honestly, okay, last week Roman Reigns retained the title against Riddle. Brock came back, all that jazz. This week, we got a little promo at the start of the show. Then nothing. Could we not at least get a pre-recorded video of Roman Reigns' reaction to Brock Lesnar's return? Like, I get it, okay? He's busy, all this jazz, but this was the biggest thing last week. It drew a hell of a rating, 2.6 million rating for SmackDown last week for the Roman Reigns match. And then this week, it's just forgotten about. Come on! But before we get started, make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. We got news today that Randy Orton has undergone surgery on his back and he's expected to be out for a few more months if you wonder where Randy is. And I just wanted to start this video talking about that because honestly, I want to wish Randy get well soon because you're missed, dude. The Viking Raiders are back and my God, they look freaking amazing. This is exactly what WWE needs to do with the Vikings. They're heel, which is good because the thing is they look intimidating. It's believable they're heels. They're not just guys acting stupid as a heel. They look dominant. They look like they're going to beat the crap out of you. And that's exactly what they did to the New Day. I love the new face paint. I mean, look at Eric. He looks amazing. Oh, it's so good, so good. It's got that darkness twist to it. Not a supernatural thing, but it's just that darkness and that evilness. I think that's kind of cool. I really do think this is typical wrestling gimmick. And honestly, give them the tag team titles. Sami Zayn has qualified for Money in the Bank, pinning Shinsuke Nakamura in honestly what was a great match. Sami Nakamura never disappoints. But I love the story set up here. If Sami was to win Money in the Bank, would he cash in on Roman Reigns? Well, he says no. He says he would not cash in on Roman Reigns. He'd win Money in the Bank to protect Roman Reigns. Is this how they set up Roman versus Sami? That would be so cool, wouldn't it? If Sami wins the briefcase and then goes on. They did tease it again later on in the night with Heyman as well. Sami saying he definitely wouldn't cash in on Roman. He'd cash in on Brock Lesnar. Implying that Brock is going to beat Roman at SummerSlam. Heyman wasn't too happy about it. The honorary Uce might be in a little bit of trouble with the bloodline for that comment, but it's fun TV for sure. WWE have announced The Undertaker is doing a One Dead Man show. And this is cool. You actually get a chance to not only hear from The Undertaker, to meet The Undertaker, and to ask him questions. So I wanted to ask you guys, if you got a chance to ask The Undertaker one question, what would you ask him? Let me know in the comments section down below. How cool would that be to get to ask probably the best of all time, the biggest question on your mind? Love it. After weeks of absence, Sonya Deville returned to WWE tonight on SmackDown, and she was placed in a handicap match. And this is weird because we haven't seen Sonya since the whole thing with Alexa Bliss. We thought she was going to enter a feud with Alexa, which never materialized. It never happened. We done a few matches. Sonya went away. But now Sonya, even though she's not in power, seems to have some sway at least with Xia Li and Shayna Baszler. I wonder if this is going to carry over to Raw as well, or it's just a SmackDown thing. I have no idea what Drew Gulak was doing. Surely this would have made a lot of sense if Drew Gulak would have qualified for Money in the Bank, right? What is he doing with those ladders? I honestly, the dude wasn't even wrestling. I don't know what's going on. But I don't know what was going on here either. Natalya came out dressed as Ronda Rousey, complete with a stroller, the eye makeup, the skirt, the jacket, the t-shirt, you name it. It was Ronda Rousey. And I thought this was actually not that bad. I think that's the best thing we can say about it. It wasn't actually that bad. There was a video by WWE on Fox earlier today with Ronda talking to Shayna. And Shayna saying, I can't get involved. She's my tag partner. Are they potentially teasing a setup between Ronda and Shayna, a match at SummerSlam? That would be cool. But honestly, as I said, this promo this week actually wasn't bad. They didn't use a fake baby. Thank God for that, number one. Second of all, well, actually, you know what? I'm kind of pleased they didn't make it a stroller match. The fact Natalya came out with one and used it as a weapon, I thought that's where they were going. Gunther defended the Intercontinental Championship this week. First championship defense against the former champion, Ricochet. And it was quite a quick match. I've got to be a little bit critical with this. They had a good match before. This was very much a squash by Gunther, to be fair. That powerbomb dominating Ricochet. Ricochet is dead. We'll never hear from him again. No, I'm joking. Ricochet, though, sold that amazingly. Gunther looks brilliant. He looks brilliant. Sheamus and Drew were forced to team tonight because, obviously, WWE logic. But there was actually a backstory to this. So Paul Heyman spoke to WWE execs who overturned Adam Pearce and made Sheamus and Drew defeat the Usos tonight, which they accomplished. And they actually looked like a decent team. They didn't attack each other. Smackdown went off the air as they both celebrated. Could you imagine if they formed a team of some kind? Imagine if Drew joined the Brawling Brutes. That would be cool. I kind of like the fact their feud is based on mutual respect and years of friendship. That is, I do enjoy that. That's cool. Tamina returned tonight to SmackDown, even though, yep, she's a Raw superstar. I don't know what they're playing at lately. It's a bit weird. But apparently it is because Aliyah was removed from the match. She was advertised last week. Today, WWE advertised it would be Tamina instead. Rumour going around from Fightful, and it's only because what Pat McAfee said on SmackDown is that Aliyah was injured, therefore was unable to compete. It doesn't matter. It was Shotzi who qualified. One spot remains in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. And Twitter is trying to guess who it is right now, and a lot of people are saying it could be Becky Lynch. Storyline-wise, that makes perfect sense, although there are 3 from SmackDown, 3 from Raw already. Could it be Bayley? Bayley returning? Oh, come on, it's time, isn't it? We all miss Bayley. I think especially on SmackDown right now, Bayley is desperately needed. Desperately. And you're probably going to have Charlotte Flair return there soon. But I think you need another big heel on SmackDown. That could be Bayley. So this was Michael Cole's reaction tonight because Pat McAfee kind of went above and beyond the announce table, literally, as he challenged Baron Corbin to a match at SummerSlam. Nice little rock reference in there from Pat McAfee. Always love that. Always love that wrestling fans still know it as well. That's one thing I enjoy. But the fact Pat McAfee has challenged Corbin, it looks like that match is happening. I'm all for it. Pat McAfee's a decent wrestler. He shouldn't be wrestling every week. But, you know, for big events, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, why on earth not? Now, another thing to be critical for, again, is this Max Dupree's male model agency thing. Once again, God returned to SmackDown this week. And once again, we still don't know who the damn maximum male model person is. I don't even know. And at this point, it's starting to drag, and I'm starting not to care. I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. I want this to work. I love Eli Drake. I love LA Knight. Max Dupree's fine. Just please hurry up. Quite like Monday needs to hurry up because John Cena is coming back to WWE this Monday on Raw. Now, I've been honest, I've got to be quite critical of this show, and for that reason, I'm only going to give it a 6 out of 10. It was very rushed at times, very badly paced. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Turn on those notifications. You'll never miss another upload. Make sure you like the video, share the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace!